Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Um, Today we are going to be going through all the journals and going to be showing you what I've done so far. Sorry for the crinkling. I just use this rope to tie. You know how I had the tripod over here on my desk? Well, I thought if I flip it around and tie the feet to the white rack I have above for storage, that way you would have a better view. So I'm always looking to improve, and I'm hoping that this one will do the trick. So you are about my forehead level. I can bring you down closer. I can push you up because you remember it's a tripod that goes up and down. So yeah, hopefully this will work. Anyways, so this, I'm going to go through them. I did glue on everything on the covers. So this is what I have for this one. I have the butterfly across the bottom. Keep smiling, dance in the rain, butterfly. And I found this sparkly, excuse me, I'm just having my protein shake here. So I may burp in between. Forgive me. Yeah, so I found this and I thought it'd be nice as a backing for the butterfly. Nothing's changed on the inside, but I do plan on cutting this like kind of like a V, but very skinny V. I probably should have done it before I stitched it, so I can only go up to the stitching, but that should be fine. It will give a little bit more room here, considering this is a double one, right? Remember how I said I didn't like the white, so I glued another piece of paper on it. Oh, I must have glued it down. So we could initially have, potentially, have two pockets here. See how this side is open? So if you didn't want to glue it down and just glue the sides, you could make like two pockets here. And then this one you would do that half of a hole punch, like a notch on both sides. And yeah. Well, you could have even cut this a little bit lower so it's smaller. Like there's many options. So this one is done. The only thing I need to do now is to choose the pages for it that I'm going to put inside. But in my opinion, this is complete. I did want to show you, I found a few more princess things. These I completely forgot about. It's from a wrapping paper. What I did was, because wrapping paper is very thin, I took a piece of cardboard, like just not cardboard, cardstock, something that was a thicker paper, or even printer paper folded in half. You put it behind it before you do the hole punch. See, this one's perfectly round. I did with the hole punch. But I didn't like, this one got a little crinkled from the hole punch. I didn't like them being round because originally they're supposed to be oval, and I don't have an oval punch. So I had to freehand the oval, and I'm not very good at cutting. So I may fine tune that. I may put it behind a little window, put a frame around it. I have no idea. But I wanted to show you. So this is one of the things I pulled out. Like I said, it's from wrapping paper. I found this. I have no idea if I bought it, if it's from my daughter, or what. But there you go. Something else princess-like. And then here's some more of those. These, though, are backed with paper. And I did circle punch all these out. I figured my train of thought at the time was it's for a child. So, mind you, I couldn't use a bigger hole punch because I would have to go only very slightly bigger because these things were really close to each other and there wasn't much room in between one to the other in order to punch a bigger size. But it's for a child, so even if, you know, I have it with this here, it should be fine. They're just happy to have the princesses, you know what I mean? Anyway, so these are back, the other ones are not. And here's some more of that stuff I put on the butterfly. And this is the ribbon. I should have them both here. The ribbon that I had put along the bottom here, behind the butterfly, that's a piece that was left from it. There's another butterfly, but I'm happy with it as is. And in order to use that in the journal, I would have to take this pearl off. So that's why I kept it in here. I could take the pearl off and then maybe just use liquid pearls and like maybe, I don't know, outline it or do a body, a sparkly body. I don't know. You know what I mean? It still can be used, but it's very unlikely. And then here's another little piece left over from that. And then this I never used on hers. I have it in a few of them. I don't think I'm going to use it because it would just be too much if you look at it. You know what I mean? Like it would just be too much. But you never know. So I kept it here in case. I'll probably get rid of it at some point. And of course her dangle for the side. Now this is something I had made. I think it was for my Mother's Day decoration. And what I did was I just took a sparkly lace that had holes in it and I threaded my yarn with a embroidery needle, and then I just went up, down, up, down, up, down, all the way, the whole thing. And then I kept these strings at the end because I didn't know how I was going to use it, how I was going to tie it. I believe this one I used for the banner for Happy Mother's Day. I believe. Yep, it's right up there on the hook. So I'll probably bring that out again on Mother's Day. But I did have a flag banner for Mother's Day, and I had used this to attach the flags onto it. So I thought, you know, pink, sparkly, white, it would go with this theme. So that's everything in here. So that goes with this, and I do have one of these for every one I do. And then I had bought her the sticker book, and what I didn't realize is the characters, like there's actually an opening and there's some writing, so you got to match this up with the actual stickers. So here is Gaston and Le Fou. So now you got to find Gaston and Le Fou. It's a square one. Gaston and Le Fou is this one. So then this sticker you would put in that spot. And then when you're all done, you remove these sticker pages. Like you can just cut it out. And then you have all the story to it. Now, I thought this was just a sticker book, but it's not. It's an actual story, you know, like friends and family meet the princesses, you know, like there's a theme. And I'm like, oh, that's not what I wanted. I hate to destroy this. But then I found this sticker book and I'm like, oh, this one's better. It's 1,000 stickers, whereas this is only 60. Well, this is the same thing. Sorry for my whining. It's the same thing. See, the perfect celebration. Happily ever after. What makes a princess? Princess style. Like, oh yeah, and then there's extra stickers You can put here, use your extra stickers to create your own scene. So I'm like, no, I did it again. All I wanted was a sticker book. So now I'm debating. One of these I'm going to destroy. One of them I'm going to keep. Now it's just a small journal. It's going to have 20 sheets folded in half, or 10 sheets folded in half, makes 20 pages. And so I was thinking maybe I'll destroy the smaller one and leave the bigger one for her to do, because there's more. And this one also, see, there's a place for extra stickers. And this one had the one page, princess style, friends, wicked villains, close company, perfect match. No, where is it? It's the one on what makes a princess, perfect celebration, happily ever after. What makes a princess, it says right here. Free spirited, cheerful, determined, hard worker, independent, kind-hearted, adventurous, and brave. And you know what? Maybe one of them she has not developed yet. But kind-hearted, independent, hard worker, free spirit, cheerful, determined, adventure. Actually, she's all of them already, and she's only 5. So I thought this one would be more for her. And it gives her more options, right? And she's got some free pages too for the extra stickers. So I think I'm going to destroy this one to make this book, and then give her this with the book for a present. And then that way she'll have this, in a sense, already done in here, and then this one. That's what my train of thought today is. You never know, I may change my mind. But so then that's that one. Now the number 2 one, I am really, really struggling with this one. I do have an extra material for it. It came all in a pack. I think it was like an $8 pack or a $9 pack at Walmart. So I just ended up with all that. I can always make something, a pillow or something with that. I still have to get some dinosaur stuff. But I'm really struggling with this one. I'm a tomboy, but I'm more a girly girl tomboy than a understanding boys. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways. So, okay. I still don't know how to decorate it. I was thinking of, once I put the pages in, maybe putting this on the edge. But what do I put on the front of it? I can't find any dinosaur wood pieces. I can't find any superhero wood pieces. Or like cardstock. I have not been able to find any. So basically all I have is the sound effects, the superheroes, and then a couple of masculine lace. I call it masculine lace because you can put it on a man's thing. You know what I mean? So I was thinking that there, and then maybe this on the binding, and then it's a smaller space. Just put the label, once I paint it, put that there. There's your Spider-Man. You know, I could just leave it like that too, very plain and simple. Paint this, maybe a chalkboard, or painted green even, because Hulk is green, right? So maybe I was thinking even putting it this way, have a black background or a white background and put Hulk on it. So it's Spider-Man and Hulk, right? But honestly, I am struggling with this one, guys. I am just at a loss. This may be the last one I do. Like, I mean, like, out of the 6 of them, Like the girl ones, okay, that's pretty simple. My mom, I know who she is, you know, like character wise. I still don't have anything dinosaur, because he likes not only superhero but dinosaurs, and then he likes trucks and cars. So I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't have gotten this Spider-Man material, because I don't know. I had the same problem with his mom when she was little. She would change from one kid character to another to another. Like, I really struggled with her. One of my daughters loved the princess, just like this, the other one. And the other one loved Pooh Bear. But my third child, she kept changing from this one to that one. She just wanted to know everything about everything, and she wasn't going to settle for just one. And I'm starting to think that maybe he's the same, or maybe he just doesn't know yet and he's still trying to figure out what he likes. I don't know. But I do struggle with this one. Boys will be boys. All right, so now this one, I put, like, this is all glued on, and I did find the ribbon that was like off-white, but then it had that gold. I did find more of it. And then I did that. And I am thinking of maybe doing one or two more things. I was thinking maybe liquid pearls, like to circle the dots on her wings. Maybe do the dots on her crown. You know, make it a little sparkly. I still don't know how I'm going to fix this unless I put, you know, like a frame on the inside. Maybe frame them. But other than using ribbon, I really don't know how I would frame it. I'll have to check my papers when we start pulling papers to put inside of it. This one, I also have some tulle for it. I did consider maybe doing like this. Whoop, where is it? All right, here we go. Just putting this over top, kind of like a finish on it, but I didn't like that. I decided, nope, that's not me. So then, of course, her dangle. You know about her dangle. And then, oh, and there's this left over from that. And then I found some butterflies that would go. So I was thinking even maybe two of those with the word enchanting. That could be nice. Or instead of the pink purple, I could do the blue green butterflies with the word enchanting. Like that. Either way will work. This is more calm. But then if you look at this, it's more like her wings, right? Because her wing is pink, purple, blue, green. So really either one would work. And she does love her purple and blue. So maybe this one would be the better choice. And just finishing it off that way. I actually like that. And then apart from that, I did get a couple of fairy booklets. Very inexpensive ones. But I don't know. And I got some pages out of the books too. And this is the ephemera. So this is not bad to stick in. I'll just fancy it up. So there's all this. Actually, I'm going to take the plastic away and just put it straight in there. So there's some circles. This is a tag. And there's some smaller tags and words. And there's a word, forest. And then there's other stuff. Now these I cut out of the cover that advertises what's in it. See, there's that one. I could make this into a ephemera card. Fairy. There's an owl. Oh, I love that. And then these are all the ones that were in the book. And it's the same thing in many different sizes. Small ones, bigger ones. And then this was a different book. They had theirs. And there's a lot of repeats. And there was a postcard. Which I try and stay away from that because that's a little boy and a little girl kissing. And like she's going to be 10. So I'm thinking, Mom might not like that one. That one's nice. Postcard. 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 There are smaller versions of the postcard. And this is all from one book. And it wasn't an expensive book. So this is all from one of the books. Is this the other book? Nope, this is still the same book. So there's those. There's a whole bunch of them. There are those. All different sizes. Multiple ones. So I'm going to have a lot of fussy cutting to do. Once we're done with the pages, then I'll get into this. I haven't cut them out. I've only done a rough cut. Like to separate the repeats. Okay, so there's more. I think these are also from that one. Forest, Witchy, Journal, Fairy, Witchy Magic, Journal, Fairy Tale. And that's just background. There we go again, same thing. They had it in there twice. Okay, so this is the other fairy journal I got because I wasn't crazy about that one. And there are some pictures I'm not showing you. There was some that was a little revealing, shall we say. I was not crazy about this one. Yes, you get a lot of things, like all these printouts, and of course I can scan it and make it even bigger, but I wasn't like the feel of the journal. I was not happy with it. So then I got this one, which has the forest critters, the fox, the squirrel. Then there was this piece. That's the moon. There's a deer. There's another fairy with the moon. Fox. It looks like a squirrel, a snail, a bird, and this one's an envelope. Like this one was a lot better. There's a fairy with the bird. There's another envelope. Very, very simple, very plain. There's another envelope. That's an owl. Like this one I was a lot happier with. There's the half moon, quarter moon. This is another pocket. You would glue this onto the page and that would be the pocket. And then you would put one of the cards in it. Like you could put the moose in it. You know what I mean? And then this one. Lots of pockets, envelopes. This one was really a good one. This is well worth, look at that. Well worth buying. If I did another fairy journal, I would definitely buy this one. Did I glue it together? No? Okay. Because that is supposed to be there, and then you glue this together to make an envelope. Another tag, some different shaped tags, more tags, lots of tags. This one's really, it says Moon Fairy Forest. So you got Moon Fairy Forest. So I could cut this down that way and then cut this. And then you can do Moon Fairy Forest. And then here they even have bigger tags, like with a birdie. Like, isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. I would have to, because it's paper, it's very thin, so I would have to put some cardboard on the back. But isn't that adorable? I wonder. Yeah, look at that. I could use that. And then just cut the card down a bit. There's room for cutting. And then only this would be flimsy. This is cardboard. But yeah, this is cardboard too. That one, this is a side tuck. Oh, you could do it that way. That way the moth is that way. That looks like a moth. And there's the moon, the birdie, another moon. Look at that, a polar bear, squirrel, enchanted. And then again, these are cardboard. The cardboard ones are the covers. I used up whatever I could on the covers too. Like, look at that. That's just so pretty. Make it into a card. She's sitting under the moon. And there's the deer. Like, that's so pretty. And then the pages that go with it. Oh, they're up here. Now there's two of them. So let's see which is which. Okay, this is the nice one. Oh, they're both nice. Huh. What happened? Maybe the other one didn't have pages. Yeah, it could be the other one didn't have pages. I don't know. But there's an issue with this one. So these are all the pages, right? I had done it into 2 signatures. But look what happens. Okay, so this one is upright. This one's all good, right? But look at this side. See? That one's nice. That one's nice. There's your center page. I don't know if you can tell. Huh. Okay, so this one's not as noticeable. Let's see if it shows up on the other section. Okay, so this is the other signature. See what I'm saying? See, this is the right way. This is upside down. So they printed it wrong. See, but now the trees are upside down. And this is right side up. See, that's upside down. If you put that the right way, that backing won't matter. Oh, that one doesn't matter either. Okay, we're good with that one. See there, the girl. She needs to be that way. And the snail. This kind of looks upside down because the flowers should not be facing down. The flowers should be facing up. But I guess you can get away with it, see? If we do them all that way, you could get away with it. See? Now that's wrong. That should be like this. So they printed the one side and then did the other side upside down. So somebody does not know how to print. See, even the writing's upside down, but the page is the right direction. But the back, see, it's upside down. So what I'm going to have to do is on some of the backing that it really, really shows, I'm going to have to cover it up. So this is the center of one signature. And this is the center of the other signature. Now, how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to add 4 or 5 more to this, and then a few more to this one. And then it's going to be a 2 signature. So then this will go in here. See, it's still pretty thin, but remember, once you put in your belly bands and your pockets and all that kind of stuff, these are going to swell up, right? And I like this being in as much as it is, because that gives me the opportunity to put a grommet here, and then I could tie it with a ribbon. Maybe some more of this ribbon here. And then have the dangle. So that is what is the plan for hers. And I'm going to put this on. So this, I don't think I'm going to use. I am keeping it around in case. Because you never know. You know, might change my mind. And I have lots. I have a whole bolt of this because I use this tool also in the garden to protect from the birds my seeds when I put out seeds. So as you know, I have a whole bunch hanging up outside that oh my God, it's so hard to work with. Anyways, yeah, I have a whole bunch outside that needs to be brought in, still needs to be cleaned, and I'm gonna have to spend a couple of days out in the garden cleaning up out there, getting it ready. We're having like days that are like between, I'd say about 16, no, maybe 18 and 25, 15, no, yeah, about 18 to 25 degrees is as our daytime high. That's Celsius. So, yeah. Anyways, spring is, fall is here. It's just a matter of, yeah, the temperature dropping slowly. So, you know what? I'm going to glue this now. Now, there's no rip here, so this I'll just use, actually, yeah, I'll use this stuff. That's the Art Glitter Glue. And I will center it right about there. Yeah, that looks this distance and that looks about right. There we go. And then for those wooden butterflies, I would prefer the fabric fix. Now, the darker one I want away from this. Yeah, the lighter one goes there and the darker one there. All right. Here it comes. Okay, now we'll do this one. Okay, so we want it somewhat the same. Here we go, enchanting. Oh, it went a little bit on the ribbon. Oh well. There we go. Oh, it's coming up through the holes a bit. All right. So that cover we can say is done. We can move her on to the next step, which is figuring out the pages for inside. Okay. This one I'm also struggling with. And I'm definitely going to be using these wood pieces. So this is what I've come up with. So we're going to use a couple of those. Now, I think on the next one, I'm going to have to do some painting. Because these wood pieces need to be painted, especially if I'm going to be using plaques on some of them. But this is what I've come up with. That's going to be Scott. And, oh, then we don't need a plaque if we're doing that, right? Unless I put his name on here and then use this ribbon up here. Like that. Put this over the flower like I wanted to kind of make it less girly. You know, honestly, I could just put Scott's name here and then here, I don't know, put trucks. Oh, and then here I could put this and spell the word, like have it all messy, spell the word cars, trucks, cars, and then have a couple of cars here, and then just the secret bunny. The two cars, make it look like they're gonna crash. I'll make one red, one blue or something. And then, no, that wouldn't work. Because I want Bunny to say something. Maybe I could even put Ford F-150 because that's what he wants. And then maybe instead of actually having the cars, just put cars. And then I could even put a couple of cars on here. I don't think I'm going to use the plane and the balloon, the hot air balloon. Put those away. But I'm going to have to paint all this, right? I brought this because I didn't know if I wanted 3 of these or 3 of those. But truck and car. Or what I could do too is just put Scott. Bring this down. And then have the bunny saying F-150, please. Oh, and then that red truck I was telling you about. Let's see if I can find it quickly enough. It was in here. This is the booklet it was with. Okay, it's been moved around. Oh, I'm sure it's in here. That's girly, that's girly. Nope, nope. 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 I'm just looking at the booklets right now quickly. This one might have the truck. Yep, this one has an old truck. All right. So, oh no, this one does not have the truck. This one might have it. There is an old-time truck. I had a red pickup truck too. Like these papers are, oh my God, look at that. Like I'm going to definitely be getting into these. Okay, there's no red pickup truck here. I've got the old time car. And this one's the same. But I know I had one that was a red pickup truck. Yeah, I can't find it right now. But even if I don't find it, I can always print it online. Find an ad for an F-150 and then print it. You know what I mean? So this is another one that I'm going to be struggling with. Now those boys, I tell ya. So that's that one. And then mine, I did put the ribbon on it, and it is on both sides. And yes, I know the colors don't quite go, but that's okay. My color is blue, green, pink, and yellow, so I'm not a gold person, but that's okay. And then I did add on a couple of hydrangeas there. And then I was thinking, well, I was kind of hoping, because when you do the binding, sometimes it's nice to cover it up. So I was thinking of maybe covering it up with this. But with this there, I didn't think that would work. And then this would be my name. I don't know, I just thought it was too busy. And then I had a piece of this one too. Like if you put it on like that. I don't know. I don't know that I like that. But I'll figure that part out at some point. The owl, I decided no, because the colors, I don't know, they just didn't feel right. But I did pull out all the colored butterflies I found that I had in my wood box. And there was a couple that kind of stood out. Oh yeah, this one. And this one. Because this is like blue-green, which is the blue-green. And then this is the red, kind of a pink, and that. And then there's a bit of yellow. I thought those two would go nice there. So the only thing I may add to this, and it would go with that, is just put my name across this way, because my name is pretty long. And then put that, and then glue those on, and done. This makes me happy. Now there are no birds on there, so then when I see, what I could do is just put the butterflies over here. I think I had it like that. This with the blue-green, and then this one with the pink flowers like that. Because I love birds, I was thinking I could paint these birds There's another one exactly the same. Well, I had one exactly the same. Huh. All right, well, I could always put that one. I know I have one exactly the same. Huh. Maybe I took it out for some reason. Yeah. I do have two of these. Oh, I think I put it in my mom's. Hold on. Nope, it's not in. Oh, yeah, it is. So which one is this one? That's the one where he's up. So this one. Oh, this is the same. See, I was thinking I could do that. Paint this as a blue bird, and then this one as a pink bird. Or orange or something. Or I could just stick to the butterflies. I could even put them on here and then just put my name. And that makes it a little more simple and not as busy. Which actually I really like that. I think I'll put these birds in my mom's. Actually, one of them was in here. Yep, so that's going to be me. And this one I'm not going to use in here. So I'm just going to clip him up here because he's cute. I like him. All right, so that one's that one. And then this is how far I got with this one. Now, these are her material. You know what I mean? This is her material. This is hers. This is hers. This is hers. This one is mine. But this is supposed to represent her. So, what I was thinking is with this, I could put this on it. And then maybe on hers, do the two birds. That's why she has the two birds. Because I was going to put the two birds on here. Put her name on it. And then maybe just something plain and simple like musical notes and a birdie. And that's it. Or just don't do that at all. See, another thing I could do is do the two birdies down here with the musical note. Her name goes there, and then the butterfly could go here because of the red. I thought this would represent her too. Maybe the two birds are in love. They're singing. Maybe have another one of these, or just the one. And it's because they're in love. It's a heart. So the bunny definitely is not going to be on hers. The tropical, I'm not putting on hers. Oh, there is another musical note. So that's not going on hers. The bicycle is not going to go. Now, again, I could just put the birds here. Don't do the musical notes or that. And just do, you know, a couple of these hearts. And then paint them. Or I could do some flowers on hers. She wasn't, like, she loved to receive flowers, but she wasn't into the gardening like I am. I'm more the gardener than she is. So yeah, so the flowers won't work for her either. So let's take those out. She's not a butterfly person, so I'm going to take the butterfly out. I'd say the birds and the heart. So what I could also do is have the birds with the musical notes. like that. And then what I could do is maybe put this heart here on the bottom, because this is on the top, so this goes on the bottom, and then just have her name go there. Or just that. This will go above this bird, this will go, no, you know, just simple too. That could work. I actually like that. But the butterfly, I think, should balance out the red this way. Red here, red there. And then maybe the birds, I can do a green one and a... Are there green birds out there? I'm sure there are. And then a red one. Actually, a red one. And then, yeah, a blue one even. A red and blue. I think I like that. So I'm going to take these away, because we're not using those for sure. Now they're two birds and musical note. But honestly, I think I like this setup. This works. But I have to paint this and paint these before I glue any more, which is why I haven't glued anything more. So I think I need to spend a day, put in the effort to paint those, decide which wood pieces I want to use, paint them, and put them in already. Or like glue them on. And then with these choices and these colors, I think I'm going to, I don't know if I explained it to you. With the fairy one, I wrote down words. So there's all these words, and there's a poem that I came across that represent this, journal. So I think I'm going to do that with each one of them tonight. And then based on that, I'm going to pull papers. And then tomorrow we'll cut the papers and I'll bind them in. And you can watch me do that. And then we'll be ready to do some ephemera. I can't wait to do some ephemera. I got a bunch more ideas. I did some like just scrap ones. And then I have a bunch of ephemera up here that needs to be tweaked. I got scrap papers that need to be used up. There's tons of stuff coming. But for now, I just want to finish these covers and stick the pages in, because I do have a couple of other projects that need to get done before winter hits. So I want to get this to the point where it's just ephemera left. And then at that point, we will then have a couple of other things to throw in my videos at random, like one here, one there. I've got some sewing to do. I still got those furniture pieces that have to be sanded outside. I figured out a way I could paint it inside because it's low VOCs. Like it's safe to paint the furniture indoors. So I figure I could probably do that through the winter in my dining room, because we don't use the dining room. So that's still to come, but I need to sand it before the cold weather comes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. A quick overview of where I'm at, and tomorrow we're going to be picking and cutting papers and binding them in those journals. That'll be tomorrow. And remember, do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. All right, everybody, take care. See you soon.